You are poor. But worry not. Okay, what the fuck am I saying? But that is okay, because I am also extremely poor. So today's topic of discussion is poverty build for your firearms. But more specifically, optics. Because everyone knows cheap optics need to hold up great, especially compared to the name brands such as EOTech. And today on Managing Success, we're going to be reviewing the Fire Field Agility 1x30 dot sight with multi-reticle. As you can see, I have it mounted right here on my rear 9mm PCC. I made a video on this last week. Watch it wherever they put the cards. I don't know, it's going to be somewhere on your screen, so watch it. It's fun. You get to see me shoot this thing and see how bad I suck at shooting. So go ahead and watch that if you want to. I'm not your dad, I don't tell you what to do, but I would much appreciate if you checked it out, because that was a lot of fun to make. Anyways, so I mounted it on my PCC, and I don't know why. Probably don't really trust this on my fucking AR. So we'll get to that later, though. All right, so the dot is completely gone. It is completely off zero now. I do have quite a few thoughts about this, and without further ado, let's go fucking hell. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So let's go ahead and take this optic off so we can focus on the optic, because I already made a video on this. Like I said, favorite gun in my collection. Really love this. Can't wait to shoot it again for the B-roll of this video. So let's go ahead and take this off. So we're sitting down now, so we can go over the how to mount and dismount the optic. Not like I needed that or anything, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, there are two thumb screws on the right-hand side. Yes, right-hand side of the optic. You're gonna go ahead and unscrew those. I'll put mine on really, really tight. So go ahead and just remove that. They do like to fall off, so be careful when doing this so you don't lose it, because they're pretty important to have. I'm just kind of that down for now. Alrighty, so now that we have the optic off, let's go ahead and kind of go over the features and functions of the optic. So we turn to page 2. There's a diagram, kind of shows you everything that you need. You can see, I'll probably just put a picture of it on screen somewhere, so you can kind of look at that there. Right here, you have the objective lens, also known as the front of the optic. Reflective, you can see everything from here. But the objective lens right here. It also comes with lens covers for both the front and rear. And then, speaking of the rear, this is where you will actually look into the optic. That's how optics work. You look down it. Granted, these be up. You look down it, and then you can see your target, all that fun stuff. Right here, this big turret right here, this is the on-off switch. So you turn it, and it turns it on and off. That's how the switch works. Also, it is the reticle selector switch. There's 3 options. Wait, no, that's not the. As I was, it's just the on-off switch. Number 4, this one right here, this one off to the left-hand side. Yeah, left-hand side. If you're looking at it this way, which is what you should do. Oh, no, I'm a retard. Okay, don't listen to me. On the other side, the side opposite of the screws. I'm a fucking idiot. That's where you will change the optics. There are 4 modes, as I was. 4 modes. You have just like the regular dot. You have this circle with a dot in the middle. Then you get your crosshairs. Dot in the middle. You get your crosshair, circle, and a dot. That's the best way I can describe it. But that is the reticle selector switch right here. Behind the on-off switch will be your windage and elevation, elevation and windage adjustments. That you just adjust that for windage and elevation. And it's under this cap right here. You can just unscrew that and you can access it that way. Then you have your mount. Obviously, we went over that previously. And then you get your lens caps. Keep it nice and clean. There's also this other cap under there. I'm not 100% sure what that does. They didn't really say in the instruction manuals. It probably has something to do with windage and elevation too. It looks similar to the actual one that the manual had marked as elevation and windage adjustment. So this optic will require one. I don't know. It's the big circular ones. I think it's a 2032 batteries. The big circular ones. I don't know. And then you just unscrew this part right here. Pretty fat, not gonna lie, but if you got like multi-tool, you can unscrew it with that. And then you put the battery with the positive side facing down, and so it can do its magical optical things that I don't understand how it works because I'm not that smart. But that is how you install the batteries, and you need the battery for this. This isn't like an LPVO with an etched-in reticle. The only way you can actually use the red dot is with the battery. Because without it, you're just looking for the right piece of fucking glass. Now with all the kind of features and functions out of the way, let's go ahead and mount this back onto the rigger. Drop the screw, get that back right there.
So now that we got the optic mounted, let's go ahead and head to the range and see how it holds up against 9mm.
Alright, so now we are at the range, giving it a physical test by actually shooting and seeing how it holds up against just good old 9mm, nothing too crazy. So, we're going to start it with a 5-round magazine, or 5 rounds in this magazine. Going hot in 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's terrible. I don't think any of those went anywhere near where I wanted them to go. Alright, let's try that again. Sight's still on. Ready to rock and roll. Okay. And hot. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's a little bit better. Alrighty, try that again. I got 5 rounds in each magazine. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and send it. Going hot in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's fun. Alright, so the shot is completely gone. It is completely off zero now. That wasn't even 50 rounds. That's insane. Wow. Alright. That's crazy. Insane. So the optic was decided that it did not do a whole zero after like 30 rounds or so. That's insane. Oh boy, this part's gonna be fun. So this would be the part where I'd say, now that we're done with the testing, I'd give you my final thoughts and opinions, and I'd say something along the lines of, well, I think this product's really good. There will be none of that whatsoever. Do not buy this optic. Please stay as far away from it as you can. I put a grand total of 30 rounds of 9mm through this right here. This right here. There's like no recoil, no kick whatsoever. It just decided that it didn't want to work, and the reticle went from being, center to low and left, all the way at the bottom of the optic, the reticle. It doesn't exist anymore. Long story short, so, and most optics really aren't supposed to do that, and they're supposed to actually work. So.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Already, I kind of went into this with low expectations, but like, holy fucking shit, I expected a little bit more than that out of this optic. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Just don't buy it. Just stay far away from it as possible. There are other options out there that they're obviously going to cost you more money, but you're going to get so much more use out of them in the long run. And it's not even like a fucking, shouldn't even be a thought across your mind. Oh, should I buy this cheap ass optic, or should I spend more money and get something I know for a fact will work? Just go with something that you know will work. Sig have a great option, Romeo 5, for about 150. There's a few other options as well for around that price point that'll get you so much further than the fucking optic. I'm gonna see if I can get it returned and get my money back and put it towards something actually useful. If I can't, then I'm just gonna be sad. Please don't be like me. Please don't make the same mistake that I made in thinking that this would be a good idea. It clearly was not. So, yeah. TLDR, please stay as far away from this optic as you possibly can. It won't do shit for you. And it'll just piss you off because it's a cheap piece of shit. So that's going to do it for today, guys. I really hope you liked the video, because the first half of the video was really fun to make, and then I shot with it, and then it just hurt my heart very much. Please like and subscribe in order to ensure your success in life, because if you're not successful, then you just suck, and sucking is bad. You don't want to suck like that piece of shit optic. So please like and subscribe. All right, peace. Have a good one.
Get off the fucking shoe!